isn't it just amazing what you can find out if you corroborate internet records with news records with foreign government statements? And that's what we're going to be looking at today as we initiate our zombie sheep protocols and try and push off the shackles of propaganda, lies and other types of bullshit designed to bring us down. So let's have a look at the possibility of another lockdown here in Britain. Good afternoon and welcome back to the show, ladies, gents and Pikachu. Today I want to talk to you about toilet paper. Not toilet paper in general. I want to talk to you about how China, the super advanced, super wealthy country, allegedly, makes it a crime, a serious crime that you can be heavily punished for putting toilet paper down the toilet. And the reason is this: the super advanced, super wealthy country of China has such poor plumbing that a piece of toilet paper could block it and bring the whole thing down, causing hundreds of thousands of yuan of damage. Which is it's still quite a lot of money. It sounds like a lot more than it is. But I put it to you, a country who has a terrible human rights record and is clearly the cause of the COVID-19 outbreak, has such poor hygiene that they can't use toilet paper with their toilets. And that's if they even have toilets. A lot of the time they just have a hole in the ground, a latrine, and that's all you get to use. So, in future, just think how lucky you are to live in a Western democracy where you are able to wipe your own backside without the police kicking down your door for the sake of you doing that. And that brings me to the second topic. There is possibly going to be another lockdown next year, shortly after Christmas. And the reason I say this is because the last lockdown was initiated on the advice of the World Health Organization, which is controlled by the Chinese Communist Party. Now, I don't know whether you've heard, but in China they've currently got 2 or 3 really big outbreaks of things which we don't actually know what they are. It could even be COVID. And the reason is they are lying to us. They are telling us there are new strains, mycoplasmic pneumonia, herpes pneumonia. They are basically making up names for these outbreaks to confuse Western doctors and us so that we can't follow the trail. Now, many of you might not know, but you cannot possibly have herpes pneumonia. And the reason is because one of those things is a bacteria and the other is a virus. And you can't have a bacteria which is a virus. That would be like having a tree that's a piece of metal. If it's a piece of metal, it's by definition not a tree. And if it's a tree, by definition it's made of wood and not metal. So you can see how the propaganda and the propagation of these lies confuses us and leads our government down a dark pathway into making bad decisions. So we, the people, and our military as well, are out of position and confused, and then they have successfully set fires. That's what they call it in this book here. They set fires to confuse and divide the people, to make us vulnerable to direct attack, which is what I'm thinking is going to happen in the new year. So I can't give you any more evidence. This is all speculation based on my reading of this book and my learning about what's happening currently in China and my reviews of what has happened previously in China. But I can tell you this: I am going to be prepared for this time. If we are going to be locked into our homes and dissuaded from going out under the threat of punishment through the police, who I've already gone through, especially in London, are just completely corrupt and are now a corporate sponsored security brigade working directly for Sadiq Khan, a traitor. If we are to be prepared for another possible lockdown next year, then these are the things that we need. We need tins of food, we need frozen food, we need loo rolls, lots of loo rolls, we need cleaning products, we need bottled water, and we need warm clothes, electric blankets, torches, these kind of things. Now, obviously I don't want to worry and panic anyone because this isn't like definitely going to happen. I can't say with any certainty this will definitely happen. But I do know this. The China show that I have been watching, they warned us 40 days beforehand. 40 days of preparation time before we had the original COVID lockdowns. And if you remember, anyone who dared suggest on social media or a video like this that a lockdown was actually going to be the result, and that COVID did in fact come out of China, was heavily smashed down on by the hand of the social media justice warriors, you know, the social police, not the actual official police. So in conclusion, ladies and gents, just be prepared. That's what I want you to do. I don't want you to panic. I don't want you to flame war over the internet and start arguing with people. Just avoid all of that. Don't waste your time. If you want to use your time in a good a beneficial way that's going to be good for your life and others, then just be ready, be prepared, and then the worst thing that can happen is it's wrong and it doesn't happen, or the services somehow miraculously manage to avoid this time what they completely failed to avoid last time. So like I say, food in the cupboard, canned and frozen, stuff that's going to keep you warm in the cold, and bottles of water and torches and sources of heat. That's what you need to get ready. And then of course make sure you know who your friends are so that you can keep in contact with people during the lockdown while the propaganda is being dropped on us from a great height, and you can keep your mind solid and focused on the task ahead. And that task is this: we need to save our country from these traitors, these Marxists and these communists who are already here. They've already got their little delicate fingers into the reserves of British politics, like Mr. Lawrence Fox is finding out. Even the politicians with tons of money can have their life completely ruined in a matter of months for just simply speaking out and saying true, sensible things to the normal British public, the good people of this country. So that's the end of this video. I hope you enjoyed that and you listened and you learnt something. And you have a good day, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye now. Just keep in mind, this is not meant to panic you. This is meant to tool you up and give you the wisdom and the knowledge you need, the truth that you need to protect yourself and your family against foreign invading forces like the communists. So I hope you enjoyed that, and I'll see you next time. Bye now. Bye bye.